You, when you're passionate about something, well, I dare say you talk about it, and you talk about it a lot. At least I do. And today I actually had a couple of good conversations. One with the one you know, who's out there, Cheeky Joe. And of course, we talked about Chicago. But I also talked to someone who works at a music store. So those who saw me yesterday, they might remember that I was having some problems with my microphone and with my headphones. So I did find a cable which is to be attached to this headphone actually. And I don't know, I had hidden it underneath the other microphone from Zoom. And Joe actually got back to me. She said, "What happened in the end?" I said, "Didn't you read the description?" She said, "No." I said, "Well, I had some problems with the whole power thing because the microphone uses the power from the phone. So that's why things didn't go well at the end, because my battery capacity was below the 20%. Anyway, talking about Chicago was kind of fun. So I asked the guy a bunch of questions. So of course I started talking about the cable because back then I hadn't found it just yet. And I said, "Yeah, but you know, you've got the cables for data transfer, then for charging, and then it needs to be an audio cable too. And why don't those little pieces like this one don't work? And then other things say I need a doll." So, and then I told him, like, "Yeah, you know, I got this DJI mic microphone, and I use it in Chicago, and my friend Jo, she was wearing one and I was wearing the other, and then we would record one another. And I don't know if you've seen them. I'm going to put them together and then put them up on YouTube. But I was horrible, really horrible when it came to putting her actually on the screen. So at some point she would take my hand and like, "Okay, you are holding the camera, but I don't see myself on there." And it was so funny. We had so much fun, the two of us together. And that's basically that's a really good thing, I suppose. Anyway, so I told him about the microphone. I said, "But how do I get to go and use it for a live stream, because it's using Bluetooth and all that stuff?" Now, I did figure out that actually on the DJI mic, there's also the possibility to put in those headphones, because I still remember that people were talking to me and it was like, "Yeah, I cannot go live with you because if I do, I don't hear you." So I'm actually pretty curious how this whole monitoring thing works, because I don't hear much myself. So yeah, this is totally experimental. Okay, so going back to passion, I love the topic of passion, and having talked about it with Terry and Peter, Mariella and Bonnie yesterday. Hey, there is Joe. It was, you know, I was so inspired that I actually said to Joe just now, "I'm going to go live again because, you know, I got a taste of it again. I haven't done it for a couple of months and I really want to do it again." So Joe, since you have missed it, I've been talking about you, and I've been talking about how the both of us were in Chicago, and you had this microphone on, I had this microphone on, and then I would hold the camera, I would hold the phone. I was so horrible getting you on the screen as well, and then you would take my hand and get the phone, or maybe I would just basically like, "Okay, you hold the thing." I don't know how it went. You probably do. But it was kind of fun, and we have tons of videos, and I really I'm going to edit them because it's going to be fun to watch those on YouTube, you know, go work on them together. You know what, that's the thing. I do believe that Joe and I make a great team when it comes to doing all those stuff, when it comes to editing and having fun. And talking about passion and the things, I have to share a little funny story. I'm not sure if she's going to kill me right now, but at some point there was someone who had a certain interest in us, and the guy was round about our age. And you know, the thing nowadays, we know that everything you post stays on the net. So you don't want to have, oh, she's going to get here in the video. Cool. Yes, yes, yes. Let's see if she's there. And then in the meanwhile, I'm going to talk on. So I accepted the live. Yeah, there she is. Ah! What's the sound like? Tell
Hello.
me. What's the sound like?
Sound better. Sounds cool.
Yeah, sounds good.
Hmm.
Okay, well then I know.
Yeah.
I don't dare to pick the thing up because yesterday when I did, it went haywire. Oh, you are totally in Christmas spirit. You already have your Christmas tree there. I don't yet.
Yeah.
So,
Normally it goes up a lot more earlier, but it's a bit late this year. I
yeah,
normally
we
have it up.
usually wait till December 5th because then St. Nicholas has his party, you know, where the kids get all their presents. So, and that's basically when we start to get it up. But because it's so cold now and it's freezing, it's actually nice to get it up a little bit earlier. But do you remember when we made those videos and we had those mics, those DJI mics and microphones, and you would have one on,
Yeah.
I would have one on.
Hmm.
And we still want to see your eyes. I still believe you've got beautiful eyes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, and you've got the stars too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
Hi,
cool.
Star.
So, how did it work again? Did you take my hand and correct me, or did I ask you to hold the camera for me because it was easier? Probably mixture of both.
It is a mixture of both, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, it was so funny, the two of us, and I still believe we make a great team. It's
We had some laughs.
We had so much fun in Chicago. We had so much fun.
Chicago was amazing. Oh my God, it's my second city. I love my home, my second home. I
Yeah.
love it. Absolutely love it. I'm in love with it.
Well, I also was, we actually went to Second City, which was fun
Mm,
too. And for those who do not
yeah.
know what Second City is, that's a comedy club. And you can
Comedy
get
club. Yeah.
over there.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was
Really cool.
fun. You know, that's one of those things that I've actually recorded and I still haven't posted it yet. So, pretty soon I just
And
want.
now we've got so many videos yet to post. It's mad. Just not
Yeah,
we've got so many good videos and stuff. Especially when you took me up to the Willis Tower
yeah.
on the ledge, holding on to you for dear life.
Well, you
Should
survived.
have pushed me off. Ellen said you should have pushed me off.
It can be done because it's a glass box.
Yeah, it's a glass box, so it can't be done else. I knew.
So, no, it doesn't work that way. But I was proud of you that you actually stepped into the glass box.
Yeah, I wasn't myself as well because I really didn't think I was going to do that.
Yeah.
No.
So, like,
Oh.
you got to hold your hand, you hold your arm, so you feel like you've got support, and then you did it.
Mm.
Yay! You.
Yes, I done it. I done it. I done it. Yay!
And we got the pictures to prove it. Yay!
Yeah, we sure have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. But yeah, do you agree when you are passionate about something that you just want to talk about it all the time?
Yeah. I've got one big passion that I talk about all the time.
Yeah, that's true. Normally in every video you talk about it.
Mm.
You haven't mentioned his name yet. So that's a good
Mm.
thing.
Just some guy in America. That's all. You know.
Yeah, something with Chicago.
Yeah.
But this was funny. So I was talking to the guy in the music store, who I called to know more about, because of yesterday, because of all the things I ran into, with missing cables and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And so I said, yeah, I was in Chicago traveling, and I said, well, and I love recording all those things, with the DJI Mic. And I said, next time I really need to bring my big camera, the system camera with the big lenses and all that stuff. But I said I didn't dare to. But when I travel, I like to use everything related to beep. Well, that was
Don't we know when
you
you
can
go for
eat.
security? Yeah, when you go for security, what a nightmare you are.
Oh, yeah, and that's was only just a little bit of the stuff. It's mostly because of the medication and, of course, all the equipment I take with me. So I do have, one bag which is usually dedicated to equipment, and one bag that's dedicated to medication, and then all the other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just me with my suitcase and the
Nightmare
little bag.
security.
I had to get another case on the way home.
Yeah, we did. We got actually another suitcase, because one of the things I got there was this camping chair, so we could actually sit down. And other people actually started doing it too. They also bought camping chairs. That was kind of cool. Yeah, but it did fit in the suitcase, so I did do good, But it was I told the guy about the camera guys you've spoken to and the cleanup crew. I said, well, you should have seen them with the lights and everything that comes into play. So he actually knew about Chicago PD. I said, oh, I watch all those series, Chicago Fire, Chicago Med, but we are way behind. What are you doing? You don't like the stars anymore? You want to shine a little bit more? Yeah. You're bright like a diamond.
I wished. There we go. Let's just have a bit of snow.
Yeah, the snow's falling. Yeah, I like the Kat Von D filter. You don't have to apply any makeup on. She just does it for you with the filter. Yeah, we have a nice combination. You with the snow and the glitter, and I with the stars. But I told him about everything that was going on. I said, well, if you see what they've got going on with all the equipment, and then it was like, yeah, I really need to edit all those videos back together again. Not again. I really need to edit those videos and get them out there, because I told a lot of people I would actually talk about them.
Yeah.
The guy from the cleanup crew, the production assistant,
the guy from the cleanup crew, the one in the van singing Tom Jones.
Yeah, Delilah.
Yeah, they come out to leave parts from him. Oh, Delilah. Oh, so funny.
Then we were sitting at the bus stop, and then he drove by.
Yeah, and pulled over and started singing it to us. Okay.
That crew, it's the best ever. I had so much fun, and they were all willing to share a little something. Do you remember that whole thing? I don't know. We were watching Chicago Fire, and then I went up to, I think it was the library, and there was a security guy, and then he told me, I talked to the security guy. He had to watch the equipment during the night, because basically they set it up the night previous to them recording. But I also talked to the guy who had to put all those flyers out there on the trees. Do you remember? No parking on these days because of filming. And we were wondering about it. What do the people say when they put it up on the trees? Aren't they annoyed? And then he was actually there. So I got to ask him, I'm sorry, I hope this doesn't make too much noise, but I don't. Yeah, this is better. And then we got to talk to him, or I got to talk to him. Did we get to talk, or did I get to talk?
What guy?
The guy from the who put on those flyers on the trees about the permit
I
that
think it was
they
you.
could park. So and then he actually explained that the money
Oh, yeah, I was there. Yeah, I was there. Yeah, the money goes. They
goes
buy things
that
for the
they
community.
actually invest in Chicago.
They built the children's place next to the fire station where they filmed.
Yeah, the library was the
Yeah,
radio rooftop on
yeah.
there.
Mm,
So, and I think
mm.
that's a good thing that people and people don't know this, that they actually use some of the money to invest in the town management.
Invest in the street, in the towns, which is really good because obviously I know it frustrates the people that live there because they can't park their cars there. They have to go somewhere else, and which can be a bit. But when you know that the money's towards actual area that they live in, I think it's really quite good because they're
Yeah,
getting something out of it, you know, especially if you've got children, which is really quite handy that they actually did that. They built that because it's a lovely little library, really nice what they built. Because it's right opposite the school as well, isn't there? There's a
yeah.
school opposite as well.
Yeah, and there
So,
was a lot of reinvesting going on there over there in Chicago.
mm,
Do you remember walking through those areas? Then sometimes it was like concrete, and sometimes it was downright creepy, especially going through those
mm,
alleys with the garage boxes. Those you see on Chicago PD,
yeah,
those ones, yeah.
yeah,
And then the next
yeah.
moment, there were these lawns which were nicely mowed, and
I know it's like a really weird combination out there. Like when you go down the streets, every house is different. There's not one house that's exactly the same. They
yeah,
are all different. And I'm like, and you'll get ones that look really like tacky, small, and then two houses down, you've got massive big house, lovely lawn, and I'm like, whoa, that's confusing because you sort of like, on one side you could have like really bad area, like look, you could sell like they're not people with money, and then the opposite side, it's like, and I'm like, wow, that's really weird to have that because normally it's sort of in different areas, but out there it could be like a couple of houses, then a couple of houses a bit down and out, and then it's at good houses, really weird, really strange. Not like that here. It's totally different.
yeah, it's completely different. But it was like one moment, and then you would go around the corner, and it was, oh, that's kind of nice, and then around the next corner, oh, that's weird. But it's I think the one of the coolest things is when we watch Chicago PD nowadays or Chicago
I
Fire.
know.
Yeah, I said to the guy,
I watched it like, oh,
Molly's.
over there. Oh, we went down that road. Oh, we stood there. Oh.
Yeah, I said it's Molly's by day and Lottie's by night. I said
Yeah, it's
it
just really
looks
mad.
like it does.
It's just really, really mad. Like,
Yeah. So, am I allowed to share that story I was going to share when we were at the bus stop and we were making fun with the phone and the camera? You just checked in, so I'm just going to share, and you're going to say stop when I need to stop. So at some
oh,
there was this guy, and he was round about our age. And it was so funny because that you're not supposed to post anything, which is sort of 3-star oriented. You don't send it to one another because it's bound to end up on the internet. And once it's on
yeah.
the internet, get it out. So there we were, and someone was going back and forth with us, and we were like, what does the guy want? And I already said to you pretty quickly, he's into you. But it was the kind of vibe. We were invited to have breakfast, and then nothing was said. It was totally weird. But anyway, that moment that he started asking us about certain things, and I was like, okay, let's go do a little video. We were standing at the bus stop and we made it a little bit visual about how certain dances are done.
The sandwich dance.
Yeah, exactly that one. And I feel comfortable doing it with you or would do it with a guy. But just when you have fun and you're out somewhere.
Yeah,
So I think we
that's
did
so funny.
30 tops. I'm not
That was,
sure if anyone else saw it, but it's on video. You actually have the video. So, but that was, those moments were so quite funny. Just recording that whole lot and just. Oh, we should. Did we actually send it? Did we or didn't we?
no, it's not been posted. No,
No, but did we send it to the guy?
no, I don't think we did.
I don't know.
No,
No.
I
We
can't
can destroy
remember.
it anyway.
Can't remember. I really can't. No, I
Yeah,
can't remember.
yeah. But those are the things when we had fun. We really could have fun. Just and also talking about the people and what was going on. And of course, you have a very different perspective coming from the UK as opposed to me, especially with my background of, just asking stuff and getting it out there because otherwise nothing gets done. Um, which, of course, is related to me speaking up and speaking out. But yeah. Oh, we were quite a pair together. But yeah, what do
So,
you should we post this video? Oh, thank you for the lovely hearts and flowers and stars. What do you think? Should we post the video or not? It's funny, but it's. I think it was a way
you
that
can
we
post
coped with
it. You can
something.
post it, but don't ask me to collaborate.
Well, you've got the video. Oh, you're from Brazil. Cool.
Because a certain person whose page I run looks at my videos on my page. I'm definitely not posting that on there.
Well,
Yeah.
as far as I'm concerned, it was a little bit of a warning towards other people like, hey, know what you're asking about, what you're asking for. You don't want things out there on the net because you can't take it off. And what we did was quite innocent. It was broad daylight. We were in front of a bus stop when we did that dance. And I think, well, maybe it was 10 seconds tops. But it was good, to record those moments and think back about it. And then that's why I was talking about passion and being passionate about something. And it's so true. I'm a storyteller, and I love to, give people a glimpse of what I experience and see. And yes, sometimes people get fed up, like you.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you got the camera pushed in your face a little too much.
Yes. Not used to that.
Crickets. Well, you do good on camera, remember? Your lovely blue eyes and your gorgeous British accent.
That's what I was told, wasn't I? So many times.
Yeah, you actually got
Yeah.
those little donut things. And what else did you get?
Oh my God, I was getting free
Coffee.
coffee. I
Yeah.
was getting free coffee, free donuts, and oh my God, oh I love your accent. Oh, you're from England. Oh, okay, I'm famous. Everybody loves me.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
did we actually share that story about donuts? So the reason that that police officers are eating donuts has to do with the time of day that they want to eat. And the only thing they can get at night are donuts.
That's yeah.
It was actually shared with me by a police
Dunkin'
officer.
Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts. And
Yeah.
Stan's Donuts. They were
Yeah.
pretty good as well.
So I didn't realize that was the only thing one could get back in the day and during the night. And by the way, we also learned that you actually need a car to go and go by drive by, even though they have a window where you can stand in front of it.
That's really strange, isn't it? Oh, we can't serve you. Why? There's no difference. I'm just not driving in the car. I
Yeah.
can make a car noise. Go not sleep.
That's so funny. That's
It's
so
stupid
funny.
because over here they let you. I just don't. I don't know.
Yeah.
Weird.
So, talking about passion in Chicago, I was watching that video that Brian Lucci posted, from the birthday of Jason. And did you see that one guy trying to get in the video with his fingers up, as in Petty?
Yeah.
It was so funny.
I
And
love Paddy.
he
I
was
love
so
Paddy.
sweet. We got to meet him.
He was oh my god, he was just the most sweetest guy ever. He's got so much passion for his fans, and takes the time. And I mean, look at him come over to us when he walked out of the house and he saw us. It was like straight away, it was just like, oh my god, is he really coming over?
Yeah.
And like, it was just so lovely, he's just got a heart of gold.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
such a genuine, like, and to be fair, he is the best one out of the whole lot. And for me to say that to Greek fans,
Yeah.
no other like him. None of them are like him.
No,
No.
no.
Even Jason, that's hard for me to say that. But
Yeah.
Paddy, mate, he ruled.
Yeah. And that's why
I loved it.
him in the video, with those fingers up. And I was, there he is.
And I got the video of him, didn't I? Because I didn't know when this came down. I was videoing, wasn't I? And I didn't realise.
Yeah.
I've got the video of him chatting away about the Queen and Keith and stuff. I was like, when I went to take a picture, I went, oh God, I'm videoing. No, wrong. I need a picture. He's just so, and then he sent the video to the girls, didn't they? Taylor and Ellen.
Yeah, that was so sweet. When I said, okay, can we do a little video and can you talk a little bit about
That's what I mean, he did.
Yeah, he immediately did.
Yeah.
What was it?
He did. He was just so sweet. Just really sweet.
Yeah.
Absolutely sweet. And that's what I was expecting from Jason, but
so if you were to talk about passion now, and I'm making a mess of my hair.
man,
You talk about Chicago PD in general, or One Chicago or Chicago Fire. You think you've got a bigger passion now for the entire thing, how they record it, the whole crew, what's going on, the city perhaps?
I mean, you watch these shows, but you never really know what goes on behind the scenes. And obviously, seeing what carries out just for like a 2-minute scene, it's mad, like 120 plus crew just to do like a 2-minute scene, and they do it over and over and over and over. And I'm like, God, I'd be bored if I was the actor, keep doing the same thing over. Like the one I videoed, and I think you videoed one similar as well, Jason with that actor guy getting in and out of the car.
Yeah.
They didn't even put that. They didn't even put any of that in the episode. And I was like, all that time they spent doing that, and it didn't even go in the episode. And I'm thinking, oh my God, they were there for hours.
Yeah. And that wasn't even the longest one. The one with Tracy, where she was actually
oh my God, Tracy, yeah. And the one where she was running down the alley. She kept running with the gun, kept running.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she looked like, I don't know how she'd done it. She just looked absolutely, she still looked good though. And I'm like, all that running around you've been doing, and you still look so good. And she's such a tiny little thing as well.
Also a lot of sitting and waiting involved.
Oh, it is. I mean, even when you look at the crew, just standing around like, for hours and, oh yeah, I need to run and do this. And I mean, they have different types of crew for everything. Toilet, drinks, makeup, electricians, just everything. It's mad. You don't realise what it takes.
Assistance, yeah.
And obviously police
Trucks.
cars, they have to keep the roads clear and stop people from driving down. Obviously, it must cost a fortune, because obviously you'd have to pay them because they're doing full-time jobs.
And
And
if you see it, I mean, it's every week they film a scene, or not a scene, an entire episode. But if you see how long it takes, sometimes for a few shots to capture that one scene, I'm like, wow, they have to be efficient some way, somehow, things we didn't see, of course, going on.
And it's just
That
mad. And
that blue
obviously to
card.
the actual thing as well.
Oh,
Don't they? They have to film at the studios as well. So they have to do a lot of filming in there, because that's where all the inside is. So
yeah, I am dying to that studio from the inside one day.
no, it's a shame that they don't do that, because they could make some money out of that for like charities and things like that, to actually let people. But as I said, there's not really much there. It's just mainly just their office bit and downstairs, and that's it. A lot of it, because they do different things there, they're changing it all the time, and that's why. It's not like our studios in UK. In our ones, we've got actual villages, streets, and everything in ours, where they don't. They don't at theirs.
I was wondering about this. I mean, if you look at the office, the computers, all the stuff they got on there. So basically, there's crew, having to set it all up and then take it back down again. I mean, I don't know if they actually do it, but that's good.
No, they don't. Not for the Chicago PD. No, that's kept there all the time.
Yeah.
So the Chicago Med, their sets there constantly. It's just they do, because it's such a big place. They have other programs being filmed there. They have films being filmed there. So they have to come out these different studios. They're changing them left, right, and centre. It's all different. But Chicago, the one Chicago franchise, they've got their own section that's there all the time.
And I did get an appreciation for other stuff like the makeup. Do you remember Leroy's with his red hands?
Yeah.
First getting it up again.
Yeah. And you missed that. You weren't there. You went and got the coffee, didn't you?
Well, no, I didn't go for. Well, yeah, the second time, but the first time I went out because of my iPhone, because I had problems with the connection.
And I did say to you, you're going to go and you're going to miss someone. No. Oh, when you come back, you missed her, right? Yeah, because he had all blood-stained hands. Because he couldn't touch us, he couldn't hold us, he just had to stand by us to get the photo, because his hands were covered in blood. And obviously, it's a scene that when I watched the episode, I was like, they had the partition wall.
Yeah.
You could see that in there. They designed it with a tree and everything on it. So
you
could actually see, I could tell what part it was. I was like, I know that part. I was trying to side there watching that. With his hands, his bloody hands.
They took a picture, and I got some pictures taken. It's standing in front of the wall.
Yeah, it's so mad.
Yeah, that's and of course you get to see them where I haven't. We're still at the finale of season 10. For all things. Well, am I correct? Season 10, season 9.
Again.
Season 9.
Season what?
I said season 10, but it's season 9, of course. You're watching season 10.
Oh, yeah, you're way behind.
Chicago Fire is one season ahead. But I remember, him. And then someone made a remark about another show. And he said, oh, one moment in the scene, they have this hair, and the next moment they have like this perm. It's all those curls. And I was like, yeah, you won't see that in Chicago PD, because they make sure that they look the same way.
Yeah, because they take photos, don't they? Because when Paddy was doing that scene outside the Hollywood place, the bar, he put on, and then he's looking in the camera, looking at the photos, just say, right, yeah, it's the same angle. Because they have to, because otherwise it's going to look stupid, isn't it? But they did do that one mistake, though, in Chicago PD, one of the seasons. it was Jessie and Sophia. When they went back to the next season, her hair was longer,
Yeah.
and he had a bit of a stubble, and they were in the same bed from that night to the next one. And it's like, hold on a minute, yeah, I think you made a mistake there. You need to.
Yeah. And
But
that's
then they all make mistakes, don't they? So it's common.
yeah.
But
I'm not sure. I would have to ask, but I wonder if they now actually record some scenes for the next seasons just to make that transfer a little less awkward. Because when you do watch several seasons one after another, and you've watched the finale and then the beginning again of the next season, then you actually do see the same style in hair and all that stuff. It's just after a few episodes that it does change.
no, they don't. They stop filming. They literally stop filming. They don't start that, carry on with that to the next season, which is a long time after.
Yeah, well, I could imagine that they would do, you know.
They take photos. They have to
Yeah.
take photos of them on the finale, because that's why when you have a finale, it goes a month, couple of weeks ahead. That's why
Yeah.
they change,
Yeah,
because
that's
they don't continue on, because they can't, because they literally change. They can't do it. It's impossible.
yeah. Of course, they also record different episodes at different times, and they might actually air them in a different order. Although
No.
they didn't say it when we were there,
No.
they did it in the
There, all the episodes we done were the right episodes.
yeah, that's
No,
true.
that's right. Yeah, so it takes about a week, sometimes maybe a week and a half, two, for one episode.
Yeah, and it's
Because
amazing
filming,
they don't make 8 hour days. They make long hours.
episode 13 at the moment. On the 12th, it'd be episode 13.
Yeah,
13. They're filming.
but you know they are quite efficient because they're doing multiple scenes at the same time that they are recording.
Yeah, it's in different areas, yeah.
So,
That's why. But they have to, didn't they? Because they'd never get it done.
no.
They'd never get it done.
So, what do you think? Have we been passionate enough about Chicago PD and One Chicago, and about Chicago itself, the city?
Oh, I have. I know I have. I'm
Yeah.
very passionate about it. I
Yeah.
love it. As I said, Chicago is like my second home now.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, we sure want to go back. Oh, that hair. Yeah, guys, this is.
Considering I was petrified to go first.
Oh yeah. Well,
Oh,
I really got you to, you know, get at ease.
yep. And I even walked to a McDonald's on my own at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, you did. You did. Oh, I remember the first time that I went out and you heard either fireworks or gunshots. They sort of sound the same, and I hadn't heard anything, and you were like, "Oh, are you on your way back again?" It was so funny.
I'm like, God, don't get killed.
Yeah.
On my own.
And you know, the thing is that when I was in Paris just recently, I felt far less safe than I ever felt in Chicago. And I mean, we've seen them do all the stuff, you know, also on the L train, but it wasn't comparable to what I witnessed in Paris, you know, with the people following
Paris
me.
is a lot more violent. Yeah, it has become very violent city.
Yeah, yeah, was weird. So I think we need to go to sleep. But I did want to talk about our passion, and I also, because we had been talking about Chicago, and I've been talking with other people about Chicago, I just want to say I haven't forgotten about having recorded all those little bits of videos. I'm going to make sure that it's going to get out there on YouTube. And yes, if you're wondering about, oh, what's that challenge, the cleanup challenge? Well, that has to do, it's inspired by Chicago. Because when we were at our hotel room, it was kind of organized. You and I, we had our own role in what we did. We had our stuff at a certain location in the room. You know, we each had our own spots, and it was nice. We were organized. And then when I got here again, too many stuff, too little space. I was like, ooh, yeah, I need to change that. But also because of it, I am changing my routine somewhat. And all inspired by Chicago. Wow. Okay, you need to go get some sleep. And for all others out there, if you're passionate about something, share it with us. Leave a comment. And if there's something we said about Chicago or Chicago PD and you really liked it, let us know too. You agree?
Yep.
And if you like us as a duo, going live together, then tell us so too.